Oh, hey guys. So, for those of you who are Canadian, you would remember that it was Canada Day last Friday. For those of you who aren't Canadian, it was Canada Day last Friday. Yes, we do celebrate our national holiday. So, in honor of Canada's birthday, even though it was last week, I have spent a fair bit of time thinking about what my favorite thing about Canada is and what it means to be Canadian. And to be honest with you, I think the two of those go hand in hand. And it all has to do with how epic we are. There are quite a few things that I am very proud of when it comes to being Canadian. It includes my igloo, which I built with my own two hands. It even has electricity and internet, running water and cable, which is amazing. I say a far too much. I tend to be really nice, maybe even a bit too nice at times. I tend to mispronounce words like house or about. I was trying really hard to make sure I was saying house and about that time. I usually say hoose and about, but I gotta make sure that, you guys can understand me, right? In case you're not Canadian. I wish I could say I was really good at hockey, but you know what? I will just stick to the sidelines because Dustin plus ice equals not a good time. I unfortunately do not have a French accent, but I love poutine. Sorry, poutine, for those of you who are from the West. I love being in the outdoors, and I can proudly say that our Royal Canadian Mounted Police used to serve on horseback. How many of you can say that you have a police force that rides in on horseback? Canada is usually one of the first countries who will enter into combat with another country to fight for the rights of others, even though we don't have much of a military. It's the thought that counts, right? I love maple syrup. I cover everything with it. Pancakes, scrambled eggs, spaghetti, grilled cheese. My poutine sometimes has maple syrup on it. I wash my hair with it. It's like one of those things that's just like a multi-purpose item. It's like, you know how you can use multi-purpose or all-purpose cleaners? Yeah, well, maple syrup is an all-purpose food item, so it just goes with everything. It's like ketchup. You have to admit, though, fresh maple syrup does kick Mrs. Butterworth's butt. Although Aunt Jemima, pretty good. It's like maple syrup, Aunt Jemima, Mrs. Butterworth's. You gotta admit it. We have some pretty amazing exports, too, in the music scene, including Celine Dion, Shania Twain, Nickelback. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. During our long, drawn-out winters, our athletes have lots of time to train. That's why we have some of the best athletes in the world, including Nancy Green, who was quite the skier, Wayne Gretzky, obviously the best hockey player ever known to mankind, followed closely by Gordie Howe and Bobby Orr. Colleen Jones, who is only one of the best female curlers ever, and Donovan Bailey, who was the fastest runner in the world for a period of time. When you think about all of the people that I just mentioned and the things I just mentioned, you cannot deny that Canada is pretty darn awesome, and Canadians are pretty epic. I will say, though, that the Canadian stereotype is hilarious, but we live it on a daily basis, and I am not afraid to say that I live the Canadian stereotype all the time. And I love it, and I don't know who I would be without the Canadian stereotype. Before I go, despite the epicness of the Canadian stereotype, I thought I would share this poem with you all because it means a lot to me, and I think you might all just like it. Hey, I'm not a lumberjack or a fur trader. I don't live in an igloo or eat blubber or own a dog sled. And I don't know Jimmy, Sally, or Susie from Canada, although I'm certain they're really, really nice. I have a prime minister, not a president. I speak English and French, not American. And I pronounce it about, not about. I can proudly sew my country's flag on my backpack. I believe in peacekeeping, not policing, diversity, not assimilation, and that the beaver is a truly proud and noble animal. A toque is a hat, a Chesterfield is a couch, and it is pronounced Z, not Z. Canada is the second largest landmass, the first nation of hockey, and the best part of North America. My name is Dustin, and I am Canadian. A huge thanks to Can Culture Magazine for inspiring me to make this video. You can check out their site at www.canculture.com, on Facebook at facebook.com/canculture, or on Twitter at twitter.com/canculturemag. I will see you guys later.